It's indeed a great pleasure for Robert and me to open this first joint meeting between ISOR, the Astrobiology Society, and Bioastronomy, the Commission 51 of the International Astronomical Union. It's above all a great honor for the French astrobiological community to have been selected to organize this first joint conference. And before going further, we would like to thank very deeply the President and the Vice President of both societies who trusted us, supported us, and helped us to finalize a scientific program that we hope you will all enjoy. Of course, we knew from the very beginning that to reduce in only 1 week 2 great conferences of 1 week each won't be an easy task, but by chance, we did not know that it was nearly an impossible task. So we spent several months trying to solve this impossible mathematical problem, and hopefully the sunny and pretty climate in Montpellier last spring brought us the answer we needed. Indeed, as the summer is rather hot in Montpellier, we were afraid that maybe it could be too hot for you, so we thought that the best gift we could offer you was a nice room, air-conditioned, where we could arrive very early in the morning and stay very late in the afternoon, and even on Sunday, where beaches are probably too hot and too crowded. So thank you to being here on Sunday. As you can see on the planning, we did our best to keep our promise, and more seriously, we rely upon all of you to be here at 8:30 in the morning. I know it's very early, but we will have 100 great communication. This week has been divided into 9 sessions, each of them being dedicated to one special domain. The first one is a general one, which is called Origin from Star to Life on Monday morning. Then we will have 8 sessions more dedicated to biosignature and clues of life, early Earth processes, exoplanet and habitability, early and minimal life, prebiotic chemistry, past and present solar system, evolutionary perspective from molecule to biodiversity and extraterrestrial intelligence, and then outreach and history of science. Each session is divided into 2 parts, each of them being under the responsibility of one chair, who has kindly accepted to introduce the field by giving a talk of 15 minutes. As a general rule, half a session is composed of an invited talk of 30 minutes and 3 oral presentations of 15 minutes each, except the third session of Monday morning, tomorrow, where we will have 4 invited talks and 3 oral contributions. The program will be completed also by 4 roundtables, one in honor of the Nobel Prize of Chemistry discerned to Marie Curie 100 years ago, and for which Antonio Lascano will have the great pleasure to welcome Professor Ada Yonath, who will give the lecture very soon. There will be also another roundtable on space and future exploration, coordinated by Pascal Ehrenfreund and Alvaro Jimenez. Another one on early and minimal life, coordinated by David Dimmer, and one on outreach and education, coordinated by Linda Billings. Altogether, this represents 100 oral communication that will be completed by 3 poster sessions on Monday afternoon, Tuesday morning, and Tuesday afternoon. This poster communication will gather altogether 321 posters, which will be displayed all week long in Salle Antigone on the 2nd floor. Finally, there will be also 2 public lectures given in French, one in Salle Rabelais, nearby the Corum on Tuesday evening, given by François Rollin, the other one in the Planetarium on Wednesday evening by Stéphane Udry and Franck Selsif. And hopefully, we have left time for a free afternoon to let you go to Saint-Guilhem-le-Désert, a very nice old town, and Grotte de Clamousse, and for a gala dinner on Thursday, for which you can still register if you want at the reception desk up to tomorrow noon. If we have a look in detail to the abstract we received for the selection as oral communication, we see that most of the sessions are equally represented, except prebiotic chemistry and early life, which represent nearly 36% of the whole. Consequently, we decided to attribute the same amount of oral communication to each session, but to increase the ones of prebiotic chemistry and early life. And this is what you can see on this apple pie. So 30% of the oral communication will be dedicated to prebiotic chemistry. This tendency is also seen on the poster, where prebiotic chemistry and early life represent nearly half of the poster. Finally, and to end with this general introduction, I have reported on another pie the geographic area repartition. So we see that 45 of attendees come from Western Europe, 30 from North America, 10 from Asia, 5 from East Europe and Russia, and 5 from South America. We could go further by country, but it's very difficult to see each representation, I'm sorry. But as a first slide, you see that, of course, France is represented by 20%, US by 25%, and more or less 5% for Japan, Spain, Mexico, Italy, Germany, UK, and Russia. Now, I will give the floor to Robert for a more historical part concerning Montpellier. Thank you.